Imagine this, your world is falling apart. Everything you worked for is on the verge of collapse. Pressure is mounting, people are watching. And in that moment, you have two choices. Break down or rise up. What will you choose? Because let me tell you something. The calmest mind always wins. It doesn't matter how chaotic the world gets. The person who stays calm holds the power. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. Calmness is not a gift. It is a skill. A skill you can train, sharpen, and master. And when you do, you become unstoppable. Most people live like slaves to their emotions. One bad day can destroy their focus. One harsh word can break their spirit. They react without thinking. They explode under pressure. And that, my friend, is why they lose. Because life is not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. Think about it. When a storm hits the ocean, the surface is wild. Waves crashing, wind roaring. But deep beneath, it is calm, unmoved, still. That is how your mind must be. Because when you can stay calm under pressure, you make better decisions. You stay in control, and you win the battle. Every single time, do you know why the strongest warriors are the calmest? Because they understand this. A calm mind is a weapon. When you stay calm, you see clearly. You think strategically. You cannot be manipulated. You cannot be broken, and that makes you dangerous. Think about the last time you lost your temper. Did it help you? Did it fix the problem? No, it only made things worse. But the moment you control your mind, you control everything. So how do you do it? How do you train your mind to stay calm no matter what? Control your breath. When your mind is racing, your breath is shallow, slow it down. Take deep, controlled breaths. This signals your brain to relax. In the middle of chaos, your breath is your anchor. Master the pause when emotions rise. Pause. Don't react immediately. Take a moment to think. The person who pauses is the person who controls the situation. Respond, don't react. Detach from the chaos. You are not your emotion. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer. Step back and watch the chaos without becoming part of it. This gives you the power to act with wisdom, not impulse. Reframe the situation. Is it a crisis or is it a challenge? Your mind believes whatever story you tell it. Start framing problems as opportunities to grow. This shift changes everything. Train daily calmness is not a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. Meditate, reflect, challenge yourself. Every time you face pressure, see it as a test to grow stronger. The challenge to you, starting today, refuse to let the outside world control your inner world. When life gets tough, say to yourself, I am calm, I am in control. You have a choice. You can either be a slave to your emotions or you can become the master of your mind. And when you master your mind, you master your life. So I ask you again, when the pressure comes, will you break or will you rise? Master your mind, master your life. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. The difference, control. Introduction, think about this. Every situation you face, no matter how chaotic, has one common factor. You can't always control the world around you. People will test you. Life will surprise you. Challenges will come uninvited. But in the middle of the storm, one thing remains within your power. Your response. That response is driven by your mind. And here's the truth. If you don't master your mind, it will master you. Calmness isn't a gift given to a lucky few. It's not a personality trait you are born with. It's a skill anyone can train. Just like you train your body to become stronger, you can train your mind to stay calm, clear, and focused in any situation. And when you master your mind, you master your life. Control begins with awareness. You cannot control what you are unaware of. Most people live on autopilot. They react impulsively to life's challenges without realizing their minds are running the show. But here is the first step. Awareness creates choice. When you feel anger rising, pause. When fear grips you, observe it. The moment you become aware of your emotions, you regain control. It might seem simple, but that pause is powerful. It is the difference between reacting and responding. And those who respond instead of react hold the real power. Start small. Throughout your day, check in with your mind. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking? The more aware you become, the more you begin to shape your mental state rather than letting it shape you. Reframe the situation. Here's a truth many people overlook. Life is not what happens to you. It's how you interpret it. Your mind is constantly giving meaning to situations. When something goes wrong, you have a choice. You can view it as a disaster, or you can see it as a lesson. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You could spiral into frustration, or you could see it as a chance to slow down, reflect, or even listen to a podcast that inspires you. The situation doesn't change, but your perspective does. And that perspective changes everything. When you're faced with a challenge, ask yourself, is this happening to me or for me? By shifting your frame of mind, you take back control. You turn problems into possibilities, and most importantly, you stay calm. Because you know this truth. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Build mental strength through daily practice. A calm mind isn't built overnight. Just like physical fitness, mental fitness requires consistent practice. If you want to stay calm under pressure, train for it daily. Start with your breath. When your mind races, your breath is your anchor. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and release it slowly. This simple act sends a signal to your brain, I am safe, I am in control. Engage in mindfulness. Spend just 5 minutes each day observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice strengthens your ability to detach from impulsive reactions. Visualize calmness. Each morning, picture yourself handling difficult situations with ease. See yourself responding with clarity and poise. Your mind cannot distinguish between imagination and reality, so use that to your advantage. Train your mind to expect calmness, and it will deliver calmness. Detach from what you can't control. One of the greatest causes of mental turmoil is trying to control the uncontrollable. From the truth, you can't control other people, you can't control every outcome, but you can control how you show up. Let go of the need to control everything, and you'll discover freedom. Focus on what is within your power. Your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. When you release the rest, your mind becomes lighter. You stop wasting energy on things outside your grasp, and instead you channel that energy into what truly matters. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I control right now? Focus only on that. Everything else, let it go. This is how you protect your inner peace. Your mind is your most valuable asset. It can either be a prison or a pathway to freedom. The difference lies in your ability to control it. When you become aware of your thoughts, you take the first step toward mastery. When you reframe situations, you turn problems into possibilities. When you train your mind daily, you build unshakable calmness. And when you let go of what you can't control, you unlock true freedom. So I leave you with this. If you master your mind, you master your life. The world will always be unpredictable, but with a calm mind, you can handle anything it throws your way. Because at the end of the day, the question is not whether life will test you. It will. The real question is, will you be ready? The power of the still mind. In a world full of noise, the calmest mind always wins. We live in a world that never stops. Information floods our minds, demands pull us in every direction. Noise surrounds us, both external and internal. In the middle of this chaos, there is one superpower that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, a still mind. When everything around you is moving fast, the ability to remain calm is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of quiet strength. A still mind is a focused mind. It sees clearly when others are blinded by emotion. It responds wisely when others react impulsively. And most importantly, it remains unshaken no matter what comes its way. Calmness is a decision, not a reaction. Most people allow the outside world to control their inner state. If things go wrong, they panic. If someone offends them, they react. But here is the truth. Calmness is a decision you make before the storm comes. When chaos strikes, pause. Take a breath. Choose to remain still. This moment of stillness is where your true power lies. It is not about ignoring reality. It is about facing it with clarity and control. The world may be noisy, but you don't have to be. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, it isn't. By choosing calmness, you remain in control while others lose themselves in the noise. The still mind thinks clearer. A mind filled with noise cannot think clearly. Worry clouds judgment, fear magnifies problems, but a still mind cuts through confusion like a blade. It allows you to see reality as it is, not as your emotions paint it. When faced with difficult decisions, quiet your mind first. Step back, breathe, observe your thoughts instead of getting lost in them. In the stillness, answers become clearer and solutions reveal themselves. Practice this daily. Spend time in silence. Disconnect from distractions. The more you train your mind to be still, the sharper your thinking becomes. The still mind makes smarter decisions. Impulsive decisions are rarely wise. When you react in the heat of the moment, you often act from fear, anger, insecurity. But a calm mind, it acts from wisdom. Before you respond to any situation, ask yourself, what would the calmest version of me do? This question instantly shifts you from reaction to reflection. It buys you time to make smarter choices. The greatest leaders understand this. In times of crisis, they do not panic. They pause, they think, they decide with clarity while others crumble under pressure. You can do the same. The still mind leads stronger. Calmness is not just personal, it affects those around you. When you remain calm, you become a source of stability. Others look to you for guidance. Your presence alone can calm the storm. Think about the people you admire most. They are not those who lose control at every challenge. They are the ones who remain poised and composed, no matter how tough things get. And here is the secret. Their calmness is a choice, not a coincidence. If you want to lead, whether it's your family, your team, or yourself, train your mind to stay still. Your calmness gives others permission to be calm too. Train for stillness daily. A still mind is not a gift, it is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger with practice. Meditate daily. Spend 5 minutes in silence focusing on your breath. This trains your mind to stay present. Detach from noise. Limit your exposure to negativity. Choose carefully what you allow into your mental space. Respond, don't react. When emotions rise, pause before you speak or act. This simple pause gives you control. Every time you choose stillness, you strengthen your power. Over time, it becomes your default response to life. The world will always be noisy, problems will come, chaos will knock at your door. But here's the truth, you do not have to be shaken by any of it. A still mind is your greatest weapon. It gives you the power to think clearly, decide wisely, and lead with strength. And the best part? This power is within your reach. It is not reserved for the special few. It is available to anyone willing to train for it. So I leave you with this. The calmest mind always wins. In every situation, you have a choice. Will you be swept away by the noise, or will you stand still, calm, and unshaken? Because the ones who master stillness don't just survive chaos, they rise above it. And so can you.